So let's talk about how this research affected you as aspiring healthcare professionals. Sharice, let's start with you. How did this affect you, this whole research experience?
Well, the research experience was very phenomenal for me. I want to be a nurse, so I know that I will have patients with cardiovascular disease. And I was able to make a connection between the disease and an ethnicity that the disease affects, specifically Puerto Ricans. So I learned that a high percentage of Puerto Ricans are getting cardiovascular disease. So now let's say I have a patient in the future who is Puerto Rican and they are having symptoms of cardiovascular disease. I can easily diagnose them with some kind of disease because I know for a fact that this is that this disease is prevalent within this ethnicity.
And why?
Yes, and the reason why.
Tell me what you learned from this project.
I learned a lot about the different types of diseases, and I want to be a doctor. So in the future, when I encounter patients, I will be aware of the disease, and I will have... Oh my God, I'm messing up again.
That's all right. You want to edit it and you take a deep breath.
Tell me when you're ready.
Yeah.
I'll ask you again. Okay?
Yeah.
So tell me what you learned from this project.
I learned about the different types of cardiovascular diseases. Those include hypertension, cholesterol, chronic heart disease, stroke, heart attack, cardiac arrest. These are, cardiovascular diseases. And these are very serious diseases because they're fatal. And it is the leading cause of death in the world.
So you know that as a physician you're going to interact with somebody that has one or a combination thereof.
Right.
What about you? What's your career aspirations?
I also want to be a physician. I'm not sure what, but what did I learn from all this was not to be afraid. Like if you think you have TB, just get tested, see if it's okay. And one of my main themes throughout this process was prevention, the idea of prevention, because in most diseases, especially in TB, knowledge and education and knowing what's going on is very important.
Always key.
What's the point of administering that drug when you couldn't have in the first place, couldn't get in the first place? So that's what I've learned. Even though I'm not a healthcare professional yet, I can still help people. Just because I'm not a physician doesn't mean I can educate you about the risk factors behind TB. So from that, I learned that, I should reach out to my community, tell my relatives that, it's okay, you should get it checked, stuff like that. That's very important.
Very good. What about you?
Hi, Enid.
How you doing?
I'm doing well, and I wanted to say that as an aspiring health professional, walking into this mentorship program, I thought of becoming a nurse. Head on, full. I saw it in my future. I saw it, but now I know that I don't have to have a RN or a PhD to educate my community, as Kuhn said. I'm looking into media now because I think it's so fabulous that you can just enter, you can walk into a community and hand out flyers, our teen edition newsletter. It informs people. We're giving access to information, and it's beautiful for people to know what's going on in their lives.
And you'd still be considered a healthcare professional, but on a totally different level.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. You did fantastic, fantastic work. Thank you. Thanks so much for watching today. If you'd like more information about the BQLI Summer Mentorship Program, please call 718-797-1558. Thanks so much for watching. Be well.